फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल। माय नेम इज़ प्रेजेंट और आप सभी का स्वागत है मेरे चैनल में। आज के इस वीडियो में हम एक और रिएक्ट मॉक इंटरव्यू लेने वाले हैं। ये एकदम बिगनर लेवल का इंटरव्यू होगा, मतलब स्पेशली फॉर फ्रेशर के लिए। तो आप भी इससे इंटरेक्ट होने की कोशिश कीजिएगा और ट्राई करिएगा कि अगर आपसे यही सेम क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता तो क्या आप इसका आंसर दे पाते कि नहीं। तो प्लीज़ इंटरेक्ट करने की कोशिश कीजिएगा और अगर आपको वीडियो अच्छा लगे तो लाइक और सब्सक्राइब करना मत भूलिएगा। और अगर आप भी इंटरव्यू देना चाहते हैं मेरे साथ तो आप मुझे मेल कर सकते हैं, मेरी लिंक्डइन आईडी पे पिंग कर सकते हैं, इंस्टाग्राम पे पिंग कर सकते हैं और कमेंट सेक्शन में भी कमेंट कर सकते हैं। तो आज जो हमारे साथ इंटरव्यू देने वाले हैं उनका नाम है चंदन। तो हम चंदन का वेलकम करते हैं अपने चैनल पर और अपना इंटरव्यू स्टार्ट करते हैं। हेलो चंदन, वेलकम बैक टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल। माय नेम इज प्रेजेंट, सो लेट्स स्टार्ट द इंटरव्यू।
Can you tell me about yourself, Chandan?
Okay, so my name is Chandan and I recently graduated and I'm mainly skilled in JavaScript, TypeScript, along with its framework like React, Next.js, and Express.js. And I have worked on several projects, including e-commerce, task management project, as well as I have built my own SaaS application in which basically it is for Instagram automation, in which I have used Next.js as a tech stack, and I also use AI for that. That's all
Oh,
about me.
okay. So, how much you give yourself in rating JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and React also?
Okay, so about HTML and CSS, I will give 8.5.
Okay.
JavaScript, I will give 7. And same for the React as well.
Okay. Tell me, how does CSS grid work and how it is different from the Flexbox?
Okay, so basically grid is a two-dimensional as compared to Flex, because Flex is 1D. So either we can arrange the element in a row or column, but grid provide a way in which we can align the element in a two-dimensional way. So basically, like if we want to make a grid layout, so we can define how many columns we want, and based on that we can align the element.
Okay, correct. So, what are the pseudo classes and pseudo element? And give an example.
Okay, so pseudo class, I guess there are a couple of pseudo classes like before and after, and like yeah, I know this two, before and after.
Okay, now sure. I will tell you what is pseudo classes and what is pseudo element. Pseudo classes and pseudo element allow styling element based on the specific condition, but they serve different purpose. First, pseudo classes. So, pseudo classes is used to define a special state of the element. Example, it's hovering, focus, or selected. And pseudo elements is used to style a specific part of the element, like first letter, first line, or add generated content.
I got
Okay,
it.
let's move to the next question. So what is the difference between ID class and CSS?
ID has more preference as compared to class.
Yes, sir, that's correct. Okay, so let's come to the JavaScript. So what is an event listener and how does use it is in JavaScript?
Event listener like get element by ID. No, like event listener like click,
Hmm.
and we have
Yes.
like
So your answer is correct. Event listener in JavaScript is a method that listens from the user instructions like click, key press, form submission, and execute a function when the event occur. And how to use event listener into JavaScript? So we have one method, add event listener is used to add an event handler to an element.
okay,
Okay, so
okay.
let's move to the next question. So what are the async and await? and how do they improve asynchronous code?
Okay, so basically, async await is used to perform the asynchronous operation in JavaScript.
Yes,
Basically,
correct.
it improved the right way to handle promise because async await really simplify the way in which we used to resolve API because as compared to promise, it
Correct.
bit simpler to use. It bit simpler to use because of its. So that's is the main difference. How simplify the code async await.
Yes, your answer is correct. So async declare a function as a asynchronous means it will always return a promise and wait pause the execution of async function until a promise is resolved or reject, and it's make asynchronous code look like a synchronous code.
So explain hosting in JavaScript.
Okay, so for mechanism in JavaScript in which variable and function declaration move to the top of their scope during the
Hmm.
compilation phase.
Okay. So what is happening in case of const?
Okay, so because const are they are also hosted, but host they host different as compared to var because var as functional and has global scope. So and it also
Hmm.
initialized with undefined, but that's not the case with const. So they get into temporal dead zone, and if you try to access that const variable, you will get reference error.
Okay, that's correct. Okay. Okay, let's move small coding question. So I give you one question. You can open any VS Code or something.
Okay.
Okay.
Is
Uh,
it visible?
okay. Yeah. Yeah. Visible. Yeah. So answer 5 number. What this will return when we
Uh, I'm
console.log array? What will be the output of
uh,
this?
turn empty array like this. Sorry, like this.
Yeah,
Uh,
correct. Okay. I will give you one more question. Yeah, try this. Next question I send it. So answer what will be the output of this? You can
just let me
comment
comment
out.
this code. Okay, so we have null here,
What
console a
will
type
be?
of.
What is the type of A?
So it will be object because in JavaScript null is an object.
JavaScript null. Can you come again? What are you
Is
saying?
in
We are
JavaScript
saying
null is an object.
okay, that's correct. Okay, I give you one more coding question. Yeah, copy set. Yeah,
Console log.
what
Variable.
what is the output of this?
This will because of array we have same element, but it will give false. I guess it will give false.
Can you explain the reason why it will be false?
Okay, because in array, although element are similar, but they are both different arrays. So in if we look into the memory address of this both, the then it will be different. That's why it will be
Yeah.
false.
That's memory reference are different. Okay. Okay, I will give you one more question. Yeah.
Uh,
So copy this and answer what is the output of this user and user two.
so we have two object ID address,
Yeah.
and we are assigning user two, and we
Hmm.
are changing the name of user two, and we are changing the key as well. Okay, so add
Hmm.
so shall I write the output like because it a big uh,
Okay, you answer me that user two and user one output will be same or different.
yeah or yeah it will be same because we are doing here a shallow copy, doing a deep copy. So the both
Okay,
will be same.
same. Okay, can you run this code?
Yeah, the output is same for both user.
Okay, so we made change in second user. Okay, modify only
Yeah.
second user. Hmm? So your task is only modify second, not modify first. Like you want different. Like Arihant is on Pune and Priya. You know that other one is Priya and second is Arihant. So now it is shallow copy. They are both same. But now your task is you have to say, like if I say modify only user two, not modify user. Okay. So
Okay.
how you will do that?
Let me try. Like if I only have to modify the user to not the one, but still
Yeah.
we are making a copy, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
making copy that correct, but to only modify user to not modify user. Okay, you are
Mm,
saying that now we are doing shallow copy. Are you aware about
yeah.
deep copy?
Yeah, aware of deep copy.
Yeah. So how we do deep copy? There is some methods now.
Uh, about method, I have not used any method which does deep copy till now. Like maybe I have to explore about function maybe exist. Then
Okay. You study about how to create a separate copy. So that is called deep copy. So you can use structure cloning.
yeah, like I know what is deep copy, but I haven't used like any method that do deep copy. Like
So
so I
uh,
have to explore.
you can try here if you know
Uh,
any method, deep copy method, method name, deep copy
yeah,
method. You can implement. Check na is it working or it 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 will give proper output or not. So you can use it. You-
like for name, it not change the name, but I guess for city,
Nice city also same Pune. One is Pune, other is Bangalore.
well,
You separate of
for a shallow copy, like the first, like this top level are like deep copy, but this one is reference. So that's why the address is still same here for both. The name is different because we are changing name
Hmm.
here as well, right? So
Hmm.
for user two, like name has changed, but the city is still same because
Hmm.
if we do when we create an object with this
Yeah. So
separate structure,
you, yeah.
when we
So the
when we use this spread operator, it do a shallow copy, but it's not do,
deep
recursively
copy.
like top level. Yeah, like for top level, it do the deep copy, but for nested object, it just pass the reference. So that's why the city is same, but the name has changed for both the user. Like even though we have creating a copy
Okay.
of the user.
Okay, you are correct. I will suggest you one method. Use JSON. Remove this spread operator. Remove this. And
So JSON dot string.
JSON. Yeah. Parse.
Just,
No, first parse. Yeah. Bracket. Then use this stringifier. JSON dot stringifier.
okay. Like stringify, I know about this one. This will convert the object into string.
But
Okay.
okay. Can you run it?
Like now,
Yeah. Now you
yeah,
see
like
the okay.
not affect the user.
Okay. So let's move to the React. Okay.
Okay.
So tell me what is DOM?
What is?
DOM and how it is different from the virtual DOM.
Okay.
What?
So, okay. So, talking about virtual DOM is a in-memory representation of real DOM, which is faster as compared to real DOM. That's why React used virtual DOM to do the changes first in virtual DOM, and then because React use diffing as well as reconciliation to uh, to detect the changes, and then it apply the changes to the real DOM. So main difference between real DOM and virtual DOM is real DOM is expensive. Like if we do changes in the real DOM, it's expensive, and it that's why we use virtual DOM to make it more efficient.
Hmm.
So that's the main difference between real DOM and virtual DOM.
You can, your answer is correct. Okay, let's move to the coding part. Okay, so your task is need to create one clock in hours, minute, and second. It should no normal clock you have to do. Okay,
Okay. So like I have to show the current timing or like
correct time is showing. Like right now is 7:35. So something we are in 7. So
so like I have to style a whole clock like in circular way or
no,
like how.
first work on the functional part. If you have and more time, then you implement styling part. Okay, so I give you 15 minutes. Within 15 minutes you have to create clock, and if you have extra time you can styling, otherwise we can switch up. Okay,
Okay. So I have to use React for this.
yeah, you have to use React.
I will try. Like, I haven't made any clock till now, but I will try.
Okay, in JavaScript, have you in when you work on JavaScript, that time you created any clock or something?
No, like I have like used to work in Java earlier when I was in college.
Okay,
So I just created a simple React application using Vite,
hmm,
and I just have a simple this component.
okay.
So I have to create a clock, a digital clock, right? So in which I have to show the timing with the second, minute, everything, right?
Yeah, hour, minutes, and second.
So I'm using Tailwind CSS, is it any issue if I use Tailwind CSS?
No, I don't have any problem. You can use.
Okay, so but I have to enable the extension because I have turned off all the extensions for Tailwind CSS.
You can on. You can install them.
Like actually, I have installed all the extension, but for this interview, I have disabled all the extension.
No need. You do no need to disable all these things. Whether you're giving interview or anything, now interviewer don't want that you do everything perfectly, but interview want how your logic skills is there. Okay, so nobody perfect nowadays, and in companies everybody using this chat gpt and all this. Sometimes we also forget about the taxes, syntax, tax, so we also use chat gpt and other things, so don't think about it.
Uh,
And we also,
I just disabled because I have some autopilot, co-pilots which give some suggestion. That's why I disable all the extension.
no, you can use Copilot as well. Nobody saying. Yeah, some interviewer have problem, so they give you a their own compiler. Okay.
Is it visible to you? Like I have implemented.
Yes, visible. Yeah, you implement within the time. Okay, it's also show PM, like most of
So
the
basically, I
people.
just
Okay, tell me.
like all the thing I have used, like all the inbuilt thing. Like I haven't used any library or anything.
Yeah, no problem. We don't need. I just want you to create a simple digital clock. That's it.
Okay, so I think this is enough, or like I have to style it more. Like, is it okay for you?
For me, it's
Like I
fine.
can just add, like I just add
Okay.
some color and all,
Hmm.
because everything look fine. Just I have to implement the digital clock.
Yeah, it's working fine. Okay, I will give you one coding question related to Java. So,
Okay,
your question is you need to flatten a nested array. Got it?
nested array. Okay,
Yeah. I give you
yeah,
one input. Okay. Open your chat. Okay. Yeah, I give you one nested, like you need to flatten this array. This nested array,
okay.
you need to flatten. Okay, I will give you the output as well. Expecting output. So this will be the expecting output. You can check in your chat.
Uh, okay, I got it.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
just I have to remove all the nested array and I have to create a flat
Yeah.
array.
Flatten array. Yes, that's your task.
Can I use any like inbuilt method that JavaScript have?
Yeah. Yeah, you can use.
Okay.
Okay. Import flatten. Flat. Input dot flat output.
Hmm. It's not working. Okay. I know like there is some method from which we can use to flat array.
Flat is correct, but inside flat we are using something, not input dash two.
Okay, let me check the function signature. So it's taking array number. So array return a new array with all sub array element concatenated into single range.
Your task to remove all the nested array. So input comma two is not working for.
Like infinite is for like if we have multiple layer of nested array, then it will work for
Hmm.
that as well.
Yes,
But for
infinite.
here like we have for here like we have one layer, one level, and then we have two level only,
Nested.
two or three
Yeah.
level.
Hmm.
Mm,
Can you run this?
Yes. Yeah, like in this way, I have to call the function. Now it's
Hmm.
working.
Okay. So, do you have like how much you give yourself in this interview?
I guess as
Mm.
initially, like when you ask about event listener and all, I think I have to work on those part because
Like, how much
uh,
rating you give yourself in this interview out of 10?
I will get I will give 8.5 something, 8.5
Okay.
to 8 to 8.5.
So, I will give you 7 and 8. 7 and between 8.